first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 9 now. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. He's gone. He's gone. We got double up.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Second and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check. Check. Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
What's that? Gun 180. Gun. Strip the ball. Strip it.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards. Play action. It's Newton. Well, welcome to the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Not today.
Here's Newton. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Jim.
Here's McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 55.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
52's the mic. 8, 52, Mike 52. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 52.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Newton to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Where's 52? Watch the 20. 52's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Express. Quarterback, D-line.
Throwing is Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, set. Henry. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 6. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Mark Barrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third and 14.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taylor now returning it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Check 4.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. To return is Taylor. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Great. Slam. Check. 8. Fresno. Express. I get it.
They'll run with Taylor. And down to the 36-yard line here. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
8.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Newton now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick it up, guys.
They're going to look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Alert three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready. 56 is the mouse. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Rip right.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
8. Check 3, check on. He's crazy.
The give to Taylor. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up
3rd and 2, Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Great.
To throw again, Newton. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 50, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Express! Hold. Express! 452. Let's go. Express! 552.
To throw is Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52. Express. We own them. We own them.
Back to throw, Newton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Push him back. On 8. Under 10. 10. Express. On me. Greg, put it.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
20.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Here's Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
8.
Here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Saubert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Here's Matt Weil now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. It's
a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Check 13. Check 13. Whip. Watch the whip.
Play action. It's Newton. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Watch it.
Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
52 right here. Great. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Gun. Hayward. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Express!
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Harris Campbell. Incomplete. LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They come out here in the I. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Newton to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
That's it. Ready? Chief! Express! We got motion. Back up. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
20. Watch the twist.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. That's it. 54 is Mike, 54.
Now back to throw. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry. He was brought down by...
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
To the set. 388. Here we go. 8. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 36-yard line.
Set. 180. 8. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Set. Get it.
Heavy on the edges. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
SOS. 20. SOS.
On 3rd down, Newton is going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Check, check, check.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 17.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That